At first, I would like to pay my respects to all venerable monks, teachers, and classmates. My name is Saupanan. I am here for presentation. There are 3 questions for me to answer today. Question number 1. Is it a good idea to have a meeting every week? Give 5 reasons to support your answer. Have you ever attended into a team meeting and wonder why the meeting was called in the first place? Your team leader starts the meeting by saying, I don't really have anything to talk about, so this will be a short meeting. And 55 minutes later, the meeting is still going, and the team leader is yammering without really saying anything. No assignments are given, and no decisions are made. The only accomplishment is wasting an hour of everybody's time. Here are 5 reasons why a weekly meeting is important. Number 1, save money and time. So when you have a meeting every week, you will check and see any problem, even if it's a big problem or a small problem. That's why you could fix those before it becomes an unfixable problem. You don't need to pay attention to find the exact problem which happened in the company, because all of those are found and fixed every week. Also, the company won't get lost because there's no issues. Number 2, becomes a better manager. People always say that no one can live without obstacles. Obstacle is a part of life. Yeah, of course. Also in a company, there are always having problems inside. Being a manager or a leader, you will be stressful when you face to see any responsibilities, and those are very difficult to resolve. But when you have done with many of those, you will be stronger, smarter, and becomes a better manager of your company. Number 3, improve communication. A good communication is really important to us. People cannot live without the communication. In a workplace, the good communication can get your work done as well. How to make a communication better? Alright, a weekly meeting will improve your communication because you have so much time for your teamwork. Discuss with each other, resolve the problem. You will be closer between your co-worker and employer. Number 4, make your end-year reviews less stressful. Year-end review tend to be extremely stressful for employees, and employers are often stressed as well because they have to share difficult feedback in reality. These reviews are extremely unfair to the employee. If something is big enough problem to be a topic in the year-end review, it should be brought up much earlier. Weekly reviews are a way for you to address problems early on. In addition to reducing their stress, this technique allows your employees a chance to improve before they lose an end of their race. Number 5, achieve goals. By meeting up weekly, you make goal setting easier. In each review, you can discuss new goals and better ways to achieve current objectives. Your weekly meeting allows employees to stay on track as they work toward your company's goal. While your timeline might not be static and unchanging, it's still important to include it in your review. In one study, researchers found people were 33% more successful at achieving goals if they wrote them down. By working together to formulate set goals, you and your team are more likely to achieve them. Question number 2. What are the advantages and disadvantages of using social media for doing the marketing? Social media can be useful too for businesses, bringing advantages such as engaging with your audience and boosting website traffic. However, there can also be disadvantages, including the resources required and negative feedback. Considering these pros and cons can help you decide the best approach to social media for your business. Look at advantages of social media. Number 1, it's where your customers are. Your customers are on their phone looking at the social media all the time, particularly after work. They're not watching TV anymore. Hungry HD TV, CTN, My TV, PNN, Bion TV are still existing. But today's new TV is social media such as Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. This is where your customers are. That's why you need to be. Number 2, social proof is a part of buying progress. When somebody is analyzing who they are going to do business, they usually look at your website or doing some research about you. They are going to see what your online reputation looks like. And nowadays, they are also checking for social proof. Do you have any followers? The assumption, if you don't have any followers, you probably don't have any customers. So that's why you need to invest social media marketing and start building a following for your brand. Number 3, it's a new referral system. People still want referrals when they are thinking about who they are going to do business with. In the old day, they would ask their friends. This is still occurring today, but it's not on one-to-one relationship anymore, face-to-face. It's on social media. People are asking for referrals and looking for referral on social media all the time. Number 4, it creates brand awareness. Brand awareness is a huge to success because somebody may not be able to or ready to buy today. They may be in a week, a month, or a year from now. And when that time comes, you want them to think of you first. By staying in front of these people on social media is building a brand awareness. It's renting space in their win, whether they like it or not. When they do need to buy your product or service, they think of you first and not your competitor. Number 5, you have to invest. If you don't have any investment, your competitor will, and you will get passed up. You have to involve. Marketing is always going to be needed. It's like we need food. A business needs marketing to survive. That is going to constantly change and constantly involve. That's what's occurred with social media. Take a look at these advantages of social media. Number 1, bad publicity. Social media can offer you every interesting advertising for your business, but keep in mind that they can also spread bad things from your company. To avoid this, you can do 2 things that can also spreading from your company. To avoid this, you can do 2 things. Number 1, always give the best service, and number 2, manage your customers' complaints. Well, giving a great resolution. Number 2, you may have privacy or security issues. In some cases, social media network can be an open door for spreading detail about your company or your customer. Be very careful with this. It can cause you serious problems. Number 3, some investment may be required. In addition to the investment of that person who manages your social network, you should keep in mind that some social networks are not completely free, or at least some of these services they offer, often you need to pay for the most interesting one for your business. Do you think that social network creators are stupid or that they don't like money? Recently, some of the most popular ones have restricted the visibility of the publications so that they only reach a small part of the followers. If you want to reach more people, you will have to invest by paying for advertising. Number 4, you are exposed to trolls. Although you give the best possible answer to user, sometimes you will find people who are not clients but simply intend to have a good time by trolling you. These people are the famous trolls of the internet. In some areas, they say that trolls are like treasures, but trolls are not a good thing in the business world. So you have to learn to deal with them. Number 5, competitors could study your business. We have gone through the advantages of social network for companies in a different article in which we told you that social networks were a good way to know your competitors, but you should imagine that the competitors also have eyes on you and could do the same, be better than them. These are some of the disadvantages that social network for business might bring for some companies. Question number 3. Have you ever thought about starting your own business? What are the advantages and disadvantages of running your own company? Being a business owner can be extremely rewarding. Having the courage to take the risk and start a venture is a part of the people dream. Success brings with it many advantages. Number 1. Independence. As a business owner, you are your own boss. You can't get fired. More importantly, you have the freedom to make the decisions that are crucial to your own business success. Number 2, lifestyle. Owning a small business gives you a certain lifestyle advantages because you are in charge. You decide when and where you want to work. If you want to spend more time on non-work activities or with your family, you don't have to ask for the time off. If it's important that you be with your family all day, you might decide to run your business from your home. Given today's technology, it's relatively easy to do. Moreover, it eliminates commuting time. Number 3, financial rewards. In spite of high financial risk, running your own business gives you a chance to make more money than if you were employed by someone else. You benefit from your own hard work. Number 4, learning opportunities. As a business owner, you'll be involved in all aspects of your business. The situation creates numerous opportunity to gain a thorough understanding of the various business functions. Number 5, creative freedom and personal satisfaction. As a business owner, you'll be able to work in a field that you really enjoy. You'll be able to put your skills and knowledge to use, and you'll gain personal satisfaction from implementing your ideas. Working directly with customers and watching your business succeed. These advantages of business ownership. Number 1, the financial resource needed to start and grow a business can be extensive. You may need to commit most of your savings or even go into debt to get started. If things don't go well, you may face substantial financial loss. In addition, there's no guaranteed income. There might be times, especially in the first few years, when the business isn't generating enough cash for you to live on. Number 2, stress. As a business owner, you are the business. There's a bewildering array of things to worry about: comparison, employees, bills, equipment, breakdowns, customer problems. As the owner, you're also responsible for the well-being of your employees. Number 3, time commitment. People often start businesses so that they have more time to spend with their families. Unfortunately, running a business is extremely time consuming. In theory, you have the freedom to take time off, but in reality, you may not be able to get away. Number 4, undesirable duties. When you start up, you'll undoubtedly be responsible for either doing or overseeing just about everything that needs to be done. You can get bogged down in detail work that you don't enjoy. As a business owner, you probably have to perform some unpleasant tasks like firing people. Okay everyone, now my presentation has come to an end, so I would like to say thank you to everyone who's watching this. Okay, thank you very much.